Hello everyone, it's Austin, and today is going to be an update on everything relating to the Serpent Sun. I have some things to talk about regarding the present and future of this series, and I also wanted to take this time to answer some frequently asked questions that I've been getting on a ton of my episodes. I'm also going to leave timestamps in the description, so you can either click those or on the little buffer bar down below on the video itself, you can skip to any topic that you might be interested in. Before anything, I wanted to wish you all a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever you guys celebrate. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season this year. I know that I said that I really wanted to upload one episode every single week, and while I still plan on doing that, I do want you guys to know that I'm going to be taking a break from this series only for a couple of weeks just for Christmas, and I'm going to be returning back to this series on January 1st. I post one episode of The Serpent Sun every single week on Saturday, and because of the fact that January 1st was a Saturday, it just felt too perfect not to take that opportunity. Obviously, you know, I want to have time to spend with my family and friends and just some time to relax because this series is a ton of work, and, you know, outside of this, I also have my own job and just other stuff going on in my life that is a lot right now. This actually leads into the next topic that I wanted to talk about, which is I've been getting a ton of people on a lot of my videos asking me why I can't upload more of this series on my channel. There's actually a very specific reason for this, and I've talked about it a couple times in the past, but for you guys that don't know, I do everything for this series completely on my own, and it takes a lot of time. I write the scripts myself, I record the videos myself, I edit the videos myself, I write the songs myself, I edit the songs myself, and while I do enjoy doing everything by myself because I am able to make this series exactly how I want it and do exactly what I envision for this series and have it's like literally all of me is put into this series. It is all my personality, it is all my storytelling, everything is coming from me. It does make it a little bit difficult to post more than once a week because, like I said previously, I have a ton of stuff going on. I have a job outside of this series that takes up a ton of my time, and as much as I wish that I could upload an episode of this series every single day because I love it so much and I love creating it, it's just unfortunately not realistic. I am someone that prides myself a ton in my work, and I love this story and I love this series to death. But if I tried to post more than what I'm posting right now, the series just wouldn't be the same. It would lack a lot of the originality. I feel like it would feel very rushed. I don't think I would like the story as much. I would also get burnt out very easily. I'm really, really happy to be in a great place with this series right now where I very much enjoy making it and I love working on it. So I don't want that to change. And I feel like if I tried to do more than what my body and mind are going to allow me for a week, the series just wouldn't feel the same. I do want to take a quick moment though to shout out my incredible voice acting team that I have a part of this series. They are absolutely so talented and incredible. And of course, like every single episode, I will have a link to all of their respective websites or YouTube channels or Twitter or whatever they wanted linked down in the description below. So please go check them out. You know, as much as I love creating this series completely by myself and writing these stories, they are the voices behind the characters that help everything make sense and come to life. So I appreciate them more than they will ever know. Next, let's go ahead and talk about Origins. If you've been on my channel for a while, you probably already know a lot of what I'm about to talk about right now, but if you are new here, then you probably have no idea what's going on. So quickly, just to make sure we're all on the same page, I am not a part of Origins. I was back in Origins of Olympus Season 2, which is where Soren's initial story got started, but after Origins of Olympus Season 2 ended, I did end up leaving myself, and I have a separate video talking about why I made that decision, and I will leave a link to that in the description below for anyone who has not seen it or for anyone who is interested just to rehash all of that information. So because I am not actually in Origins itself, this is a spin-off of Soren's story right after Origins of Olympus Season 2. I've been getting a ton of questions from people asking me if this is canon to the original story, and while I do 100% want to say yes, there are some parts of this story that are 100% not canon with a lot of the things that creators decided to do, you know, with their characters in Season 3. Like I said before, this series, The Serpent Son, is set directly after Season 2 of Soren's story in Origins of Olympus, which, by the way, if you have not checked out that season, I definitely recommend you check it out. I will also leave a link to that in the description below. It's a great season. I have it as an entire movie. It's super easy to binge watch. And it'll give you a lot of insight to help you kind of understand more of what's happening in the Serpent Son, because I feel like if you haven't watched my Origins of Olympus season, there will definitely be some conversations and some characters that you are very, very confused about. So again, because of the fact that I am not actually in Origins itself, I don't have any control of what creators do in Origins, so I don't know what their characters were going to be. I didn't know what their storylines were going to be. I didn't even know that the main storyline of Origins of Olympus Season 3 was going to be Atlantis before I started writing The Serpent Son, my season, and it had a lot to do with Atlantis. The moment that my finale of Origins of Olympus Season 2 came out, it was actually an end credit scene that I said Soren was going to be returning in a spin-off series called The Serpent Son, and here we are. From that moment, I already had a large vision of what I wanted to do with this series, and it did not involve any of the people from Origins. It was my own story. It was completely new characters, you know, Soren getting wrapped up in a completely new storyline. And I knew I still wanted to do something with Typhon because I knew that that chapter wasn't closed with his story yet. But a lot of this stuff I already had fleshed out before Season 3 of Origins was even announced. You know, things like Lamia, the daughter of Poseidon, and Harold, the son of Hermes, as well as Thanatos and Morgana. I had these characters, for example, Thanatos, already in my head as characters that were going to play major plot roles in my story, and I didn't know that they were actually going to be used in Origins of Olympus Season 3. So when I found that out, actually, as I've been posting these episodes, it's just been one of those things where it's like, well, there's not really much I can do now to change it, and I wouldn't change it anyways, because at the end of the day, they had no idea what I was doing, I had no idea what they were doing, and it's just a different story, and that's okay. At the end of the day, this series is semi-canon and it is semi-non-canon, because there are characters that are not only brought up or mentioned, but are actually shown in this series as well, that I really wanted to have come back as characters in The Serpent Son because they played such a huge role in Soren's story in Origins of Olympus Season 2. So I've been getting a ton of questions about things like, why is Thanatos evil and how is he even alive? And to that, I just have to say, I'm sorry if it's something that's a little bit confusing, but you're just gonna have to separate this story from Origins itself at this point. Another thing is that all of these characters that I have are the sons and daughters of certain gods or goddesses that were used and were very prevalent in Origins of Olympus. So while I did my best in most cases to completely try to tie every storyline together with new characters and older characters, there are some that just aren't ever going to make sense, and that's okay. Because again, at the end of the day, while this did start 100% canon, there's just no way for me to guarantee moving forward that things are going to stay canon. I hope for any of the Origins fans out there that this answers some questions and kind of clears some things up moving forward about this series. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to my closing notes for this video. I have seen a ton of people commenting that I should put these original songs from this series and from Origins of Olympus Season 2 onto Apple Music and Spotify, and while I don't have them on there, I do want you all to know that I actually made a SoundCloud account and I have been uploading all of the songs there. For anyone who listens to music or likes just watching the music videos, they will always be here on my YouTube channel 100% free to listen to, but for people that like to listen to my songs on the go, I have songs from The Serpent Son, from Origins of Olympus Season 2, and from honestly any other series that I've had original songs or covers in on my SoundCloud account. So for anyone interested, I will leave a link for that in the description as well. And the last thing that I wanted to mention is merch. I'm not going to do anything too crazy for this series, but I am really excited and happy with how the logo turned out, and it's amazing quality and I just love it so much. So I decided to put it on shirts and hoodies and all that good stuff. So if you guys are a fan of this series and want to help support me, then check out my Teespring page down in the description below as well. I have new merch for The Serpent Son. I also have merch with just Soren with little fireballs and chibi stuff that's really cute that I've had all the way way since Origins of Olympus Season 2. I also have merch from a couple of different series on my channel, so again, if you guys are interested, the link will be in the description, but by no means do you have to get anything. I am super curious though if you guys have any theories about this series moving forward, if you guys have any other questions about the series itself. Let me know down in the comments below. I always respond to all of the comments because I love seeing what you guys have to say about the videos. Again, go check out Season 1, which is Origins of Olympus. Season 2, Soren's perspective. I will leave a link for it in the description. It will really help out so much in moving forward with this series because especially coming up, there are going to be some major plot points that will make no sense if you have not seen Season 1. Anyways, again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you guys celebrate. I love you guys so much and thank you so much for all of the support on this series and just on my channel in general. I appreciate it so much. Also, for anyone interested, I have a Discord server, which I will also leave a link down in the description for as well. I'm not very active in it myself, but there is a very cool community of people in there to chat with. It also is a great place to see any updates about my series or to be notified every single time that I upload a brand new video. With all of that being said, make sure to leave a thumbs up and comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.